All right, we back, part two. Introduce yourself, crazy, crazy legend.
Hi, my name is Legend. I'm not crazy. I'm a sane person. Um, I like watching Baddies. If you want to follow me, you can follow me
I was
on
gonna say,
Twitter at Queen Day Grande. I get live on there too, but me and G been knowing each other because we both have a love for Davon. She's a Big Brother player, if you don't know her, but that's how we know each other.
they know. But yeah, so we about to break this down as best as we can because y'all know that shit was all types of out of order and just a bunch of mess going on. But I'm gonna let you take over. What you
No,
got?
this episode was so fucking ghetto. Like, legit, it irritated the fuck out of me because there was like no dialogue being had. It was only like, I felt like with Zeus, they do a lot of bad editing. Like, did they have like no other content to where they could have edited this down and like got the girls together to reform and actually have a conversation? Because I feel like they left in a lot of like uncut shit, like behind the scenes. Zeus do a lot of that shit where they
Yeah,
don't know how to jump from scene to scene. It kind of just all flows as one big run-on sentence. And that's kind of what I felt like, which is why it irritated me. But we
yeah.
open up with Slim fighting with the furniture. Her ass was tussling with the motherfucking furniture. She was tussling with the couch, with the motherfucking security guard. She was tussling. Oh, not somebody calling me.
Oh.
Anyway, that was my mama. But she gonna just have to get hung up on.
My mom
Anyway,
called me too. She stay calling me when I'm doing this.
no,
That's
I hung up on
call me
her.
when I
Because
do
girl, why are you calling me? Anyway. But so Scotty mad going off talking about she snuck me because Rollie smacked her in the face. And
Before
Rock
you
saying,
before you say that though, do you feel like she snuck her though?
yeah.
Like
I
it.
I mean, oh no. Looking on it, kind of maybe a sneak because it's Scotty, but like if you like a fighter, you know, like you up and right, you should be on go. Just like Rock told her. Rock said you was off your guard. You should have been on your guard.
And Rollie
And
was right there next to her. That's what killed
yeah,
me.
and she
Like,
and I feel like
no.
she knew that her and Rollie had an issue. So it was like, why are you surprised that you getting smacked? But I mean, it kind of was a little off guard. But like, if you're a
Yeah,
fighter, you already know what's up. And I'm a fighter, so like to me,
yeah,
it wasn't off guard. But
yeah.
for Scotty, it was kind of off guard because it's Scotty. Like she
But
not.
Scotty, man, Scotty, she showed up today.
I mean, she that ponytail gave her super strength.
That karate kick when she sent Rollie flying, I was weak as fuck.
No, because
She sent her flying. See that again. That was
no,
so
I have to
funny.
rewind that part. That's why I was late on finishing the episode because I said Scotty kicked Rollie. I was on. She said, and that's why your ass was rolling like the roly poly you are. I said, ooh.
Shit, Scotty did her big one. I was like, okay, because I wasn't expecting. I was expecting her to get slapped and then like try to go and then stop. She
Yeah.
was not stopping until she at least got something on Rollie, and then she came
But
back.
I feel like she has something to prove because a lot of people was calling Scotty like pussy and a punk because like she was doing a lot of talking. So I
Yeah.
feel like Scotty felt like, oh, somebody smacked me. I need to hit her or something back because a lot of people gonna be like, oh, you got bitched out by Rollie. So I feel like she was definitely trying to prove herself. And Rock was just like, y'all need to sit the fuck down. You got smacked. You wasn't on your guard. Sit the fuck down.
Rock killing me, yo. Rock is so funny. No,
No.
I feel the same way because that's the thing. Though I like Scotty. A lot of them don't like. A lot of these fans don't like her. I like her. Like I like how she just seemed like she just go with the flow. She just do what she do. People might see it as like her following behind Natalie and Jayla and whatever, but I just see it as like her just like she just carefree. She ain't the type that's really gonna start no drama. She might have
Yeah.
opinions on certain things, but it's like that's just her opinion. Like regardless on if it's something that's worth a fight or not, as we see now, I mean, if somebody touches her, she's gonna try and do something, regardless if she can fight or not. So I can respect her,
But while Scotty and Rollie was fighting, Natalie and Slim was trying to get into it, but they really didn't get to each other. But then Natalie walking off set talking about y'all done. She snuck me, and her eye I'm sorry. That's why my eye was watering because I kept looking at her eye, and my eye started getting irritated. I'm like, damn, I feel like I got a black eye. God damn it.
No, that was man, her eye because it's funny too because it started to close. Have you noticed that it was starting to close up even more?
Close up, and her other eye was just so wide open. I was like, God,
Natalie,
yeah,
that's the thing with Rollie. I say Rollie because I love Rollie. I love Rollie.
I love Rollie too.
Same page with who our favorites were this season. It was Jayla and Rock for me.
Yeah.
But Rollie, I loved Rollie too because them three are very alike. That's the thing. They both all three of them like to fight, and they all can fight. So it's interesting to see their dynamic, which we see later on in the episode. They all cool now, but Natalie, I'm glad she did get into it with Rollie, because Rollie was the one to really put the paws on her and handle her. And they in the class, because it's like people want to say like Natalie is not as fat as Rollie is, but if you want to keep it real, like I said, Natalie is taller than her. But if she was the same size in terms of height, Natalie done gained a decent amount of weight to where she in the same weight.
I mean, Sarah said it best, baby. How you go get your body done at the doctor and you still fat? How you gonna get lipo and you still fat? Like, you can't do that. Like, baby, if I had lipo and I was still fat, run me my money back, because that's embarrassing on the doctor part and on my part. Because one, the doctor not doing this job, and two, bitch, I'm that big still, bitch. I went to lipo to go get smaller, and I'm still big. Yeah, I would have been pissed.
And that's the thing though, because you know how Natalie be talking about how she got all this money and stuff, and it's like, if you got all this money and stuff, you should be knowing the best doctors to get your shit.
Honestly, but you know Natalie just all talk. But when Natalie go outside, Sydney
that happened to me, because I was like, what?
No, because the first thing Sydney said, she said, Natalie, I want my dignity back. I want my dignity back. I said, what? I said, girl, you want your dignity back? Girl, you should just laugh. Why would you show up knowing Natalie
lost it when you pulled up and you outside begging to be on that show? And it's funny because the thing is though with Sydney, because last season I ain't gonna say I didn't want her on the show, but her whole like aura on the season was very put on. I feel like out of everybody last season, she was one that was clearly doing stuff for camera.
She definitely wanted her 15 minutes, but also I feel like when a lot of people go to like the transgender jokes, it's not funny at all. I don't find that funny at all, but I do find Sydney as a person annoying as fuck. But I don't agree with none of the jokes that they be saying to her. But like, as far as her being annoying as fuck, when people drag her for being annoying as fuck, I agree with that, because she is annoying as fuck.
But let me, because I agree with you on that. But when she be saying like, when she be calling them men and stuff, how are they supposed to really answer that question? Because it's like, are you playing with
fire? At that point, that's their business. I don't agree with
it. That's what I say. I don't agree.
If you feel like you gotta go hit them back below the belt, just like she hit you back below the belt, that's show business. Am I going to support you in that? No, bitch. I'm gonna just watch y'all tussle, because they ain't none of my goddamn business. But at the end of the day, I don't agree with the comments, because I wouldn't go that low. If anything, if Cindy start calling me a man and I was a woman, oh bitch, we're fighting. I'm just gonna tussle with you at that point. Because at that point, you pushing my buttons. But then they had this little running scene outside with Natalie or whatever, and it was just weird. But then they switched back to kind of like Rollie, and Rollie said Scotty ate Natalie pussy on the way to Africa.
I saw that. I noticed that too, because they say that they be doing. That's what they said. That's like the running joke of like everybody that gets into it with Natalie. You notice like everybody gets into it with Natalie that has been on these trips to Dubai. They end up, whenever they fall out with her, they start talking about how she out here fucking for money and stuff.
Oh yeah, because they said that Rollie said that she was fucking on the bad boys, which we kind of confirmed. Curtis, yeah, she was fucking on Curtis, and then she said Scotty ate Nat pussy on the way, and then she asked Jayla, and I don't know what Jayla responded, because there was a lot of commotion. But I think Jayla said no, that didn't happen or something like that. But Jayla did respond to Rollie, because they was on the left side of the couch, and like Jayla was behind the couch and Rollie was in front of the couch, and they was talking or whatever about the trip to Africa. But I was just like, wow. And then Scotty's still going off about she snuck me. Honestly, okay, if I was in Scotty's position and I felt fucking snuck, I would have chilled out. I would have waited for security to go back to their seats, and then I would have been like, bitch, this what you get. And I would have done that. Like I would have like, I feel like
that's how you can see that she ain't really a fighter.
Yeah, she's not a fighter, because like let that have been me, I would have been like, okay, cool. I would be like, yeah, what's your next question, Trina? Okay.
Like how Chrisean did.
Yeah. I'd be like, what's your next question, Trina? And then boom, run up on Rollie. Pop. And then that would have been it. But because Scotty was doing too much talking for me. She was being irritating a little bit.
We got to talk about the first time that Chrisean got Slim. Because Slim was still talking shit with Natalie, because they was getting into it whenever Scotty and Rollie was having a little situation. And Natalie got removed, or she walked off the stage, and then Slim was still talking about how she's gonna fuck Natalie up, and Chrisean was standing right there. And you see how she beelined her, just went pop, pop, pop. And then I was laughing too, because whenever she left, came back, it was like they all was just sitting there talking and stuff. And security, I don't know how they didn't see her because she didn't run up on Slim at all. She literally walked up there.
She walked up like, but that's how you know like Rock is a fighter. Like she just walked up, she didn't say nothing. But she did suffer the consequences of her action because her wig got split off. And I was just like, damn, that was a nice wig. That was a nice, and you saw Jayla picking it up and carrying it.
And told her to take her chains off. Like she didn't want to take them chains off at all either, too. But
Bree was singing, I wanna go home.
Why is she? That's the thing with her. I don't understand why she's.
I don't know why she came dressed in fighting clothes. Maybe that's just her regular clothes. I don't know. That might be her regular clothes, but it looked like fighting clothes to me. But who was she gonna fight?
That's what I'm saying. Do you feel like she was different from her original season? Because I
definitely think she chilled out since her original season. Because the old Brie, I know she would have been fighting, but I feel like on her original season, she was definitely being tried more on her original season.
I can see it.
Like she was tried by multiple people on her original season, so that's why she fought. So I feel like if she not really tried, then she won't fight. But I think that's just Brie. But honestly, she didn't have no reason to show up like that. She could have showed up in the dress that Persuasion showed up in. Her Persuasion should have traded outfits, to be honest.
But has Brie ever, now that you said that, I'm sitting here thinking, has she ever been the type to really dress up? I feel like that's how she's been dressed the whole season. I do. I feel like she ain't putting
I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. And I'm just trying to just see that maybe she came to fight. I'm not gonna say that that's the
like you said. Who she gonna fight?
the air, Earth, Wind, and Fire. She don't know who the fuck she fighting. But also they kept switching to back outside, and like Natalie was like, "These hoes are all fire. When I jump, you jump, bitch." So to me, I think she's mad that Jayla didn't jump in to fight Rollie because, like, let's be honest. I know I love Rollie and I love Jayla, but let's be honest. When that fight happened outside, Rollie met her match and Jayla was getting with her and connected. And a lot of people, I think, on the season are very scared of Rollie and Rock because they know they can fight and nobody's really go step to them like that. But the fact that Jayla and Rollie, both of them are fighters. So when a fighter meet a fighter, one of the fighters is going to lose. And I believe that Rollie lost that fight. Although I love Rollie, but a lot of people are a little bit delusional. But I feel like if Jayla was in the situation that Rollie was in and Rollie tagged Jayla up like that, everybody would have been dragging Jayla down. But a lot of people was capping for Rollie because they like Rollie. And they was like, oh, let her get her around, let her go. No, she lost. She lost. At the end of the day, she lost. She took that L. So I feel like Natalie felt like Jayla should have been jumping in these fights at the reunion because she know Jayla could most likely handle Rollie or whatever. So she was like, Jayla, why the fuck you not jumping up? So she mad that she got her ass beat and she thought that she was gonna have a paparazzi behind her hustling. But she was like, only Scotty jumped up, blah, blah, blah. Natalie mad that she got her ass beat.
But didn't she say later, like, she was kind of talking shit about Scotty not doing something or whatever. And I'm like, Scotty got slapped in the face because of you. Like she got up because you was getting.
Yeah, that was later on in the episode when they was she was talking about why y'all on the stage like not talking without me or whatever. And she was like, y'all should be tussling and fighting because she want ratings and shit. But she weird as fuck.
Oh, I swear she said that shit about Scotty when she was still outside. Because I think I wrote it down. Because remember she said last episode like something about giving Scotty's check away because she wasn't there or whatever. She was taking shots at Scotty, and I'm like, Scotty was the one that got up to help you. Chrisean too. After
I think she was just mad at everybody because she got her ass beat, so she needed somebody to blame for that ass whooping. She can't blame herself for that. What she really should have been blaming is that goddamn jacket. Because bitch, why did you? That's why she fell and slipped because when she kicked Rollie, that jacket went down and she slipped. So she really should have been mad at the fucking jacket. She should have told the jacket, bitch, you ain't getting your check. She should have told the jacket, I'm returning you to center. That's what she should have said. She should have been mad at the fucking jacket. Because at the end of the day, it was the jacket fault.
I filmed the review yesterday and I said the same thing. Like, and that's how you know Natalie tried to be tough so bad and she tried to be hard and act like she really about what she really about. And she, like, that's fighting 101. Like, you don't put stuff on and fight that's gonna hinder you. Like, she had the jacket half on.
Yeah, and I don't know why a lot of them wear hoodies. Because to me, if you fight in a hoodie, that's like worse.
Yeah. Because I could easily pull your hoodie down and just
and start beating your ass and just uppercut you. Boom, boom, boom. So that's why I don't know why Rock love wearing hoodies, but they don't ever get her, I guess. So
they don't ever get her.
It worked for her. So, but that would not work for me.
Because
hold on, I gotta go turn off the oven. Hold on.
I
gotta go turn off the oven.
Well, while he doing that, I'm gonna continue to get us back on track. So it looks like after where we at? So they get back on the stage too, and like I said, Chrisean walks up and she gets Slim again. And the thing is, though, I was shocked that Slim did not fight back a couple times when it came to Chrisean getting on her ass like she was doing Natalie. When Natalie was having her little tussles with her, Slim was getting back with her the whole time, trying to fight her, but she sat her ass down when Chrisean did it. And I guess she might have been tired of dealing with Chrisean or whatever, but that was that. So then they ended up getting they finally got a little bit of peace on that stage when they were sitting down trying to now finally talk about some shit. And Trina was Trina was funny to me because Trina was just sitting there looking like,
what the fuck is this? She said, this shit is ghetto. She said, this ain't no love and hip hop shit.
And she from Miami, so she done seen a lot. So that's funny that she felt that way. But Rollie was cracking me up too when she was talking about how Natalie's 40 years old, talking about she want to go fight for fun at the reunion. And they told her too that she need to go home and take care of her daughter.
Rollie was tagging Natalie up. I'm not gonna lie. Rollie was giving Natalie her L's. She was giving her L's.
Verbally and physically.
Like, that's why Natalie didn't want to be on that stage, because Natalie can't handle Rollie mouth.
She and them hands either. Like, and
that's can't handle either one of them.
And it's funny too, because I said it when that episode with Sarah was on there. Natalie has every opportunity to really win a fight, but because she can't fight, she gets too excited thinking that she's about to win a fight. And she can't, it's like, I don't know why she can never connect. Like, and it's funny because she's now starting to go to this kicking shit. Like how that's what she does is kick.
Oh, because she kicked Rollie in her fucking chest. I'm like, God damn it.
Times.
She got that leg up high though. I'm like, okay.
But the way she's kicking is a lot worse. Like she should be doing what Scotty did. Scotty did a run up and kick like a karate kid.
No, because I'm like, I was not expecting that from Scotty.
Me either. It took me off guard because when you sent that DM, I was laughing and I was like, what is he talking about?
I was not expecting. I said, oh. No, literally, that was my face. I said, oh my God. I said, oh my God. I was so shook.
He killed me.
Hold on. When do they get another round in? I know Rollie.
Scotty and Rollie. Yeah, because
later in the episode. I'm sorry, this episode was just all over the place.
I know. That's
I don't know which came first, but hold on. It might be in my
the kick came first, and then I remember it was like so much was still going on, but you could tell Scotty was still trying to get back. It's like she got separated at one point. I guess she went outside. I don't know, but she was behind security, and Rollie was facing Trina and them, but security was behind Rollie, and Scotty came up behind security. She was getting some in. She got a couple.
And they was laughing at her. Slim and Rollie was laughing at her. They was like, we do this shit for fun. Something. But I think that was late in the episode. But let me get back on track. So basically they was asking them how life was after the season. And then Slim over there talking about her life was after the season. Then Rock just walk up quietly and started dink, 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 bop, 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 bop. She reminded me of that of the Simpsons meme, where what's her name? The mama. What's the Marge Simpson? And she was like dink, 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 dink. That's how the fuck Rock was dinking up Slim, and then she pulled Slim hair, and Rollie was like, let her hair go. And then she's like, all right, I'm good because she broke my chain, so I just have to get her ass.
I know, because Rock got her. I mean, Rock beat her up twice. Because I ain't see Slim really get anything off on Rock. And like I just said when you was doing your shit, I said, like, it was funny because you notice how Slim was when it came to her and Natalie, Slim was not stopping. She was still trying to get at her. Both them times that her and Rock fought at that reunion, she sat her ass down. She didn't even get up and try and fight back, which was different.
I mean, I wouldn't either. Shit, if I was Slim, I'd be like, God damn it, I already got my head dinged it up, knocked in, bitch, I'm good. Let me sit the fuck down because I learned my lesson.
She probably was tired too, because she done fought Natalie, running around that set and stuff. You saw her, she was running around that set like
I'm definitely sure she fucked up her leg or something, because you can't run around that set like that, fighting with the furniture and not fucking up your legs.
She was kicking, she was running into stuff.
But no, Trina was in distress. She was like, I don't know what to do. She was like, I'm gonna ask the questions.
Trina was, but then it's like, it's two hosts on the show. How do you feel about the Janisha woman, Lemmy, the CEO of Zeus?
I felt like she was trying to get the conversation back in, but she really did not have no control. Don't nobody have no control over Rock. I'm not gonna lie.
She never does.
Nobody has no control over Rock. And I feel like I think it's one or two things. People are too scared to check her, and also some people are friends with her, and they like, that's my friend. I'm not gonna check her like that, but like chill out. But
No.
I feel like somebody should have definitely checked Rock and told her to like chill out because like I
Why?
like Rock and I feel like she does have a point when she's talking, but she was speaking a lot in circles and talking over people like, baby, this is not a duet. We're not singing together. We're not harmonizing. Let me speak. Let me get my point across because you got a point. You got your point across. Let me speak. No matter if we got an issue or not. If you don't want to hear my conversation, then get off the fucking stage or let's just
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, and that brings me to the scene where we're gonna get to with her and Persuasion. And yeah, like what you said, because Rock, I mean, she like you said, she be having points, but it's like sometimes whenever you say your points, we gotta hear the other side. And like Janisha was saying too, like you don't have to want to hear it, and you don't have to care to hear it, but I mean, we on the show, like we gotta hear another person's side. And that's what I was saying too, because she kept barking at she kept barking up when everybody was talking, even when Jayla was talking. She
Yeah.
shut up.
And they
But
were talking about the first episode basically. So they were kind of talking about how like people kind of judged her about being a little crazy or whatever. And like basically Jayla was saying, I asked was something seriously wrong with her because I never met her before. And my first impression of her was like, okay, is everything good? Because I think Jayla was trying to say when I interact with her, I don't want to get mad at her for something that basically she can't control, and that's just her. But
yeah,
like if it's just like that's just who she whatever, like she just being crazy because
yeah.
she put on the act or whatever, then I'm gonna have to smack a bitch. I feel like that's how Jayla was coming. But Jayla was like, I'm gonna be considerate, like, is there something like wrong with her mental? Why am I frozen? Anyways, bitch, is there something wrong with her mentally? So that way I know how to like address her and like not take something so personal or so serious. But then she was like, Persuasion and Natalie was basically trying to talk shit about her. And she was like, okay, I see what type of time y'all on. Y'all just don't want to like that girl. So y'all just trying to talk shit about her.
Yep. And I saw it that same way too, because it's funny because a lot of people was, you can tell like when you look through the hashtags and stuff, and they be saying that they were saying that Jayla switched up and was doing all that stuff. And it's like she wasn't switching up, and like what she just said, like the first day she didn't know Chrisean, and she asked if she was a little touched, like she wanted to know what was going on, obviously, because I mean
Yeah.
actions just don't make sense from a normal person. So it's like if somebody's acting like this as a grown adult, obviously you're gonna be like, okay, what's going on here? But as she saw, they continue to try and nitpick with her. And of course, she's going to switch up that way because it's like, y'all just trying to be for her for what? And it's like, because y'all know that she kind of Chrisean brings the clout to the show. Like,
You do.
she's kind of everywhere right now. You can't look at a blog and not see her face on it. Like, her face is literally on the blog like 2 hours ago because I know you saw that shit with Blueface.
They always in the motherfucking blogs. They're in such a toxic relationship. I pray for them because
I pray for her.
they really just need to not be together. I need Rock to get away from that
She
situation.
says she's single, according to the tweet that she said. She said she's single. She said, Chrisean, you are enough. We'll see how long that lasts because you know they quick to go back to each other. But
Yeah, I don't
away
know.
from him.
I don't know. You know, I'm the type of friend, like I have a lot of friends that go back to toxic relationships. I'll be like, when you done, you call me. So sometimes they might not be done. They need to hit their heads a couple times and they be done. But like I'll always be there for my friends. I'm not ever gonna tell them I told you so. I'm gonna just be there when they done.
And that's what you're supposed to do. I'm the same way because like I'm trying to think if I have friends that be in toxic. I don't think I've had friends that be in toxic relationships. Which, knock on wood, thank God for that because I ain't got time to be doing that. Because I'll tell you what I feel about the situation when you ask me.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I mean, if you end up not listening to what I'm saying and go back and do the same thing, don't call me asking me for help and venting to me because I'm not going to listen to it. Like, I'm not. You call, like what you just said, call me whenever you're done and we can
Because that's a boundary that has to be set sometimes with some people. But
yeah.
I feel like they were not setting those certain boundaries with Rock as far as her like talking over people. Because at one point, her and Jayla was talking together, and it was just like, all right, like I'm sorry, if I was Jayla, I would have been like, Rock, chill the fuck out.
Like,
I said, chill the fuck out because I need to get my point across, and you talking over me. So that was a little bit irritating to me personally. The whole Rock thing, but
yep.
yeah, basically Rock is drunk talking to motherfucking circles.
She said it too. She said she was drunk.
I know. She started crying, but I understand her in the fact that she felt like she came on the show like you don't know nobody, and people already like kind of talking shit about you or whatever, and like it was very weird vibe. So she probably felt like, her favorite thing. A lot of people try to get clout off her. She was like, you just want clout. And I felt like that's how she felt. But then she was like, I created a good bond with Jayla, and they basically slept in the same room every night, the same bed every night, ever since they like got close or whatever. So like their bond was genuine. And a lot of people was questioning their friendship and whether it was genuine or not. But I think they have like a big little sister moment between them or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like they both are kind of like Slim and Rollie. Like they kind of have a big sister, little sister relationship too. Only difference is
I think Slim and Rollie are a little closer though, because like they've been knowing each other for longer. But I think Rock and Jayla are definitely like big sister little vibes, but like they do their own thing.
And that's what I was about to say. You can tell those two can stand on their own.
Yeah.
Like Slim, she's very codependent on Rollie. Rollie can stand on her own.
Yeah.
But Slim, to me, I feel like if Rollie was not on the show, I don't think Slim would be on the show. Whereas
I believe that.
if Jayla was on the show, if Rock was on the show, or if she wasn't on the show, Jayla would be there. I feel like if Jayla wasn't on the show, Rock would be there.
Yeah. So like, yeah, they both stand on their own.
Yeah.
And then they switched back to Natalie in the back room, and Natalie talking about season 3, baby. Y'all all fired season 3. I'm like, bitch, we on season 2. Why are you worried about season 3? You got your ass beat, so you want to fast forward through the reunion?
Right. And they didn't even talk about shit at that point. That's the funny part. It's like you realize, because whenever they say that, I realize that they literally have not even really discussed anything at all. So it's like you trying to rush the reunion before you even talk about anything that happened in the reunion or during the season. And then it was funny too, because she was telling the producers to open the door so she could hear what was going on. It's like, why I gotta open the door? Why don't you just go walk up there, sit down, and face what you gotta face?
Yeah,
with your eyes shut.
And she kind of had an attitude to everybody. Like, it's not my fault that you getting your ass beat, but like, and then she was trying to quote Shawnee. She couldn't even get her thoughts together. Bitch.
know.
Rollie must have really knocked some brain cells out of Natalie, because Natalie was going crazy. She was Sydney Jr. that night. She was Sydney motherfucking Jr.
Because she was embarrassed. It's like,
I would be embarrassed too, bitch. You black my eye and I'm the EP of the show. No, bitch. I'm telling security, move out the way. We squaring up. Again.
Literally, you're gonna have to feel me. I'm gonna have to leave some marks on you. Like, if you close my eye, I'm gonna have to do something to you where you damaged a little bit too. Because I'm telling you, she was embarrassed. And like she said that because that's the kind of vibe that I get with her when she even brought up Shawnee O'Neal. I'm like, that's kind of how she is on this show. She kind of like,
I think that's what she's trying to emulate. She wants to be that.
Yeah.
But like, I honestly don't like a lot of people that do that, because if you're the EP of the show and you want to be a cast member, don't weaponize your authority in order to get me to do something, because bitch, you a cast member just like the rest of us. So you go get your ass beat just like the rest of us. Exactly. Don't come around telling me I'm EP. Pick a role, bitch. Pick a lane to do in, because when you a cast member, you a cast member. When you EP, you MP. So when you want to be a cast member with me, I'm going to whoop your ass like a cast member. I'm going to talk to you like you a cast member. I'm going to smack you like you a cast member. I'm going to treat you like you a cast member. Now, if you want to be EP, stay out of the cast member lane.
Stay off that camera. And that's
exactly
what I said last night.
You can't be both. You can't be both.
Exactly. And my thing is too, I said this too last night. I said, like, with the whole EP shit, it's like, if you want to be the EP, and it's funny too, because I said, like, Natalie, she's super polarizing. I like her some days and then I don't like her. She's funny as hell to me sometimes.
She's good TV,
but it's like, you can't, like what you just said, like, just because you're the executive producer does not mean that you're not able to be approached about shit, especially when you messy. Like, every single bit of drama that happened this season, she had a hand in it. So you can't expect them to watch the episodes and watch you doing this shit and then expect them to come at the reunion and not come for your ass because you're the executive producer. Like,
yeah.
And then whenever they do, she want to fire people because they coming for her. It's like, what do you think is going to happen next season when you bring a new group of girls on here, you do the same shit, they're going to want to fight you again. What you going to do? Keep just ushering new girls out and then keep you on the show and have the same thing happen again?
I honestly think they go keep rocking Rollie on the show because Zeus loves Rollie. And I think a lot of people love Rock. So they're going to keep, I don't think no matter what Natalie says, if Rock and Rollie want to come back for another season, they're going to come back for another season because Zeus loves Rollie and Rock definitely is a catapulting character.
She's a cash cow. Like, she's money.
But I heard Rollie getting her own show. So that might be what she comes back
I wonder what would it be about. Because Rollie, I love Rollie, but I don't know if I could watch a show just about Rollie. And it would be.
I don't know. It may be some other stuff. But Natalie and Scotty was outside and they was talking about Natalie talking about, bitch, you need to get active. You want to get active. And then Scotty talking about say less, or something. Like, she irritated because she done got smacked on national TV. So she a little irritated. But this whole episode was basically just a representation of Zeus. Zeus is very much a messy network. Oh, you got 9 minutes remaining. Zeus is definitely a messy ass network, and they do not know how to be organized sometimes with their editing and their production skills. It's very, very low. I could be on the editing team if they need help. So this episode was definitely a little bit of lackluster to me because of the editing. I feel like the episode could have been really good had the editing had more of a cohesive storyline going through it, and we actually got to hear more conversation, because there's not a lot for us to talk about other than a lot of background information, because it wasn't a cohesive storyline being told, because we were stuck on one part. We was on episode 1 of talking about the fucking reunion or whatever, because they couldn't even get through the shit. Because what I really want to know is about the big fight, because that was the height of the season, was the big fight between Rock and Slim and Rollie and Jayla, because I want to hear about that. Like, how did that come about? Because it came out of nowhere to us, because we had in the background. Yeah. So like, yeah, and I want to know like how they feeling afterwards, because I feel like Rollie and Jayla are cordial now.
And Rollie and Chrisean, they cool. And they was talking about possibly making music together and whatever.
Yeah.
But like you said, I mean, we on part 2 of the reunion, and we ain't even really got nowhere besides. Yeah. So it's just like, that's where the editing comes into play. Because it's like a lot of the shit that was in the first part could have been like 2-3 minutes. Yeah. And all of this could have been maybe 20-30 minutes of that episode. It's just like, that's the whole running joke I've seen with a lot of like these reviews and stuff. Everybody said the same thing. Like, it's the editing. They need to learn how to edit stuff, because it's like they can have content, because they got entertaining characters to be on these shows. But it's just like, you got to have some type of schedule, some type of plan. And that's the thing. Yeah. They don't have like any kind of plan. You can tell they're just going on the fly. They film during certain times. It's like, it's different than what normal shows are. You can tell. And it sucks because it's Black owned too. And it's just like, come on, like, you gotta have
better. And I feel like they have too much friendships with the cast members. You need to have a working relationship with these cast members in order to put them in check and be like, hey, y'all got a job to do this job. But I feel like a lot of production do play that role of friendship to these cast members, so they're not able to properly check them, because that authority level is not threatening to them at all. Exactly. But next episode looks good, okay, I guess, because Persuasion and Rock go fight a little bit, and then it looked like Rollie and Natalie go tussle again.
And it's funny because Rollie was talking about that eye, and Natalie kept pulling her glasses down like she ain't got nothing to hide, when you know you need to be hiding that eye. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, Natalie embarrasses herself every time she gets on.
She's so fucking embarrassing. Like, at my grown age of 40, if I'm getting my ass whooped like that, bitch, I'm about to get in some boxing classes. Like, you love fighting, but bitch, you don't take no classes. You need to go take some classes at this point. Literally. Go take some classes at this point. But how you feeling? Are you excited for the next episode?
I'm ready for it to be done. Truth be told,
I was excited for this episode because I thought a lot was going to be happening. Me too. And I thought like a lot of conversations was going to be had, but really, the episode kind of disappointed me. Like, there was some fighting, and I like the fighting, but I like a build up to a fight too, because like the Rock and Slim fight, there was like really no build up to it. It was just like a fight that happened. I like some build up. I like some background, like some storyline between it, because like, I don't know, it's just the storyline and editing is just disappointing this season. But I'm ready to watch the next episode and see what happens, see how they get down. I see Bree talking a little bit. I see Ann and Jayla talking a little bit. They have some words, so I'm just excited to see conversation.
Yeah, they should be getting to it, because I don't think they're gonna do a part 4. They shouldn't do a part 4, but
it's no need for part 4.
They need to get it done. Like, this need to be it. Like,
yeah, I'm ready for some conversations, and I'm ready to see some more fights. That's what I want to see.
We gonna get some, because we seen it. But that's it, because we ain't really got much else to talk about. There wasn't really much to talk about besides fighting, and we can always talk about fighting so much. Shit.
I love a good tussle, baby.
Me too, especially when
I love tussling with some reason. I mean, but like, if you ain't got no reason to tussle, but damn, built the storyline of Zeus. It's not the girls. It's
Hustling. Have you seen like the clips? Because I saw some clips online of like, because they was doing like auditions for the next season.
I heard that Scotty got jumped.
Huh?
They said Scotty got jumped. Jayla said she didn't fight. She said that on her personal Twitter. She said she didn't get into no fight. But I thought a video of them banging on the wall talking about Jayla, you scared, you scary. One thing about Jayla, she not scary. But why the fuck would she come outside to fight some random ass people? I wouldn't go outside either. I'd be like, bitch, you outside, I'm inside. You mad because I didn't pick you or give you a ticket? Bitch, stay outside.
But the funny thing about it all, none of them girls is gonna be on the show.
No.
None of them. Like they just doing this stuff for just I don't know why, because they're
doing the Bad Boys audition.
And I don't think any of them niggas that was on that casting is gonna be on the show. Like none of them. I feel like
I heard they already had their cast or whatever, but they said Scotty got jumped or something like that.
I saw that, and she looked like she was crying too when she walked away. I saw.
But the thing about it is, Scotty is not really a fighter. So if you find Scotty, that's kind of a pussy.
You don't get no points for that.
It's a pussy move to me. Like sock a bitch that want to fight.
Brock, like sock a
bitch that want to fight. But like honestly, if you go fight, why you jumping people? Why y'all jumping? Y'all just want y'all 15 seconds in general. So like when you go to these auditions, fighting and shit on camera and shit for your 15 seconds, ain't nobody gonna know you the next day afterwards because you're not gonna get casted on the show. So it's just idiotic.
Fighting the auditions though.
But I'm gonna watch it. Am I gonna tune in? True. Yes, I'm going to definitely tune in, bitch. Because
me too.
But how they really should have came to the reunion was like this. Yeah, that's how they really should have came. Let it be me. I would have been like, what's up? Anybody want to fight? That's how they really should have came. They should have got all their conversation out there. Boom. Anybody want to fight? Then they should have got to tussling. That's how you do a reunion. Like BGC, that was a good ass reunion. That's how you do a reunion because they had good conversation and they had great ass moments, great fights. Zeus, take some notes.
Christina should have stayed hidden because she done came back.
She should. She was a disappointment, but it's okay.
But that's it. You gonna be here next week?
All right, yeah, I'll be here next week. If they like me,
they probably gonna like you because you crazy. Well, you've been tamed today.
I was very tamed today because look,
I'm putting the clip.
I'm on my. Professional stuff.
I'm gonna put a clip of who you really are in here. You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to watch and see it when I put it up. And you know which one I'm going to. Video as friends.
All the black people.
You put up 3 black people.
You are a fake ass bitch. I don't like your bitch ass. Don't talk to me. No fucking dusty, crusty, musty ass bitch. You are the pale face ass bastard I knew. You are a dirty ass bitch. Why you put up the 3 black people? The 3 black people left in the fucking game on Juneteenth. On Juneteenth, Dom. Really? Fuck your bitch ass.
Good looking
bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass motherfucker. You dusty bitch. Anyways, back to Austin.
Fuck you.
Know what I'm doing? But I'm gonna be in DC because I'm going to watch these boys hopefully not get their ass whooped like they've been doing the past couple
No,
weeks.
because I'm in my fantasy league and I'm losing because of somebody.
That's why I jumped out of it because I'm like, I'm not doing that shit because I'm bad. But I'll be back hopefully because this time next week, hopefully I'll be home. But
all right.
We'll see. I hit you up. Y'all know where to find me. I'm gonna put his stuff down in the info box and see you later. Peace.